Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be working on 5 SAT math problems and let's get started. Okay, so over here it's a bit messy because I already did it, but I want to explain it to you guys. So let's read it. A carpenter lays X bricks per hour for Y hours and then lays X over 2 bricks for 2Y more hours. In terms of X and Y, how many bricks did he lay in total? Alright, so he lays X bricks per hour for Y hours. So you can use an analogy here, like let's say you have 5 cakes per hour. So 5 cakes per hour. And you made 5 cakes per hour for 3 hours. So if you can make 5 cakes in 1 hour, you can make 15 cakes in 3 hours because 5 times 3. Because 5, so that's 3 hours, right? Okay, so over here is basically is telling you the same thing. So you do X times Y. Okay, that we got that down. All right, and then he lays X over 2 bricks per 2Y for 2Y more hours. So you can just multiply X over 2 times 2Y, and that will cause you to have 2XY over 2. Always remember that when you have a 2y by itself, the denominator is always 1 because 2y divided by 1 is 2y. So over here you have 2xy over 2. Then you can just cancel these 2's because you can't, this will become a 1, this will become a 1, and then you got xy. But that's not the final answer. It's telling you how many bricks did he lay in total. So the total amount of bricks that he laid in total was xy plus xy, because in the first one we got xy, and the second one we got xy. So that will be 2xy. So that is the answer for 1. Alright, now let's move on to the next problem. So number 2. Tim's diet plan calls for 60 grams of protein per day. Alright, 60 grams per day. Okay, we got that down. If Tim were to meet this requirement, this is the requirement, by only eating a certain protein bar that contains 30 grams. Alright, that's something different here. We have 30 grams per day, I guess, of protein. How many protein bars would he have to buy to last a week? So it's basically trying to say that this gram is trying to match this gram. So if this is 60 grams one day, this will take 2 days to get 60 grams, right? So we're basically trying to match these grams of proteins. So if we have 1 week, if we want to make this the same as this in 1 week, we have to first multiply this by 1 week. So 1 week is 7, right? 7 days. So you do 60 times 7, and that will give you 420 proteins, right? Grams of protein. And then you will, for this one, you would just divide 420 by 30. So the zeros cancel out, and you get 3, and then that, and then you get 14. So the answer is 14 protein bars. So he will need to buy 14 protein bars of 30 grams to last a week, to be the same as 60 grams of protein for 1 week. Okay, guys, we're in a new problem here right now. It's number 3. So it reads: an electronics company sells computer monitors and releases a new model every year. With each new model, the company increases the screen size by a constant amount. In 2005, the screen size was 15.5 inches. In 2011, the screen size was 18.5 inches. Which of the following best describes how the screen size changed between 2005 and 2011? So basically has been 6 years of screen size increase, right? So it went from 15.5 to 18.5 inches. So that'll be 3 inches, right? So 3 inches in 6 years. So what will that mean? That will mean it has been 3 divided by 6, which is half. Half is 0.5. So the company increases the screen size by 0.5 inch every year. This has to be the answer. It can't be any other answer. So I guess I'm right. Alright, so next problem. As a submarine descends into the deep ocean, the pressure it must withstand increases. At an altitude of negative 700 meters, the pressure is 50 atm, which is, the pressure. Okay. And at an altitude of negative 900 meters, the pressure is 70 atm. For every 10 meters the submarine descends, the pressure it faces increases by n, which n is a constant. What is the value of n? So basically, at an altitude, our negative 700 meters is the original. So it's right here, negative 700. Imagine that's the starting point, right? And then you keep going down. Then you get to negative 900 meters. So you basically do negative 900 minus negative 700 to see how far you came. So negative 900 minus negative 700 is basically negative 900 plus 700. So that will be negative 200. Yeah. Okay. So, and then you have 70 ATM and 50 ATM. 50 ATM is the original. 70 ATM is the new pressure. So you'll do 70 minus 50 and you get 20. So now what you do is you divide 20 by 200. So you cancel out the zeros, you get 1 over 10. So the constant is 1 over 10, or 0.1 ATM for every meter. But we're trying to find out how many ATM is it for every 10 meters. So you would have to multiply 0.1 times 10 and you get 1. Because if you multiply something by 10, if you multiply a decimal by 10, it moves by 1 to the right, so you get 1. So the answer is B. Alright, so we're at number 5 right now. So it reads, an empty pool can be filled in 5 hours if water is pumped in at 300 gallons an hour. So we already did this type of question, so it'll be 300 times 5, because 300 gallons an hour, that means you have to do 300 times 5 hours. So that'll be 1,500 gallons. And then you have how many hours would it take to fill the pool if water is pumped in at 500 gallons an hour. So basically you divide 1,500 by 500. And then you can just cancel out the zeros right here and you get 3. So it'll be 3 hours. That's the answer. Alright guys, so we're in number 6 now. If 8 apples cost $D, which of the following expressions gives the cost of 20 apples in dollars? So there's a traditional method of doing this, and let's just try right now. So you have 20 apples, right? And we're trying to find out, we're trying to convert apples to dollars, right? So we have, no, we multiply, yeah, instead of equal sign. Alright, so 20 apples times, alright, so we know that D dollars, right, over times D dollars over A apples. Alright, why did I put D dollars over A apples and not A apples over D dollars? Because if you have A apples in the bottom, then you can just cancel it with this, right? So this is gone. This is just gone. And now you have 20 times D dollars. The whole thing in the denominator is not gone. The A still is intact, but the apple is gone. So you have 20D, right? You have 20D over A. So that's the answer right here. So the answer to number 6 is B. Alright guys, question number 7. At a school, there are 8 grade levels with B students in each grade. If the school buys N stickers to be distributed equally among the students, which of the following gives the number of stickers each student receives? Alright, this is a simple question. You have 8 grade levels with B students, so that means you do A times B, right? And then, if the stickers are to be distributed equally among the students, you get the total amount of stickers divided by the total amount of students, which is A times B. So you got N divided by A times B. So the answer is D.